come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're on the live, drop in and let me know where you're joining me from and how you're doing today. And if you're on the replay, drop us a hashtag replay. Let us know that you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's she on about? You might be new here and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling and I am a master practitioner, trainer, mentor and guide in emotional freedom technique, done my way somatically and my other proprietary frameworks called Soul Shift and other things. Sorry, I got distracted by the card there. And the daily tap is what you've just joined. And this is my way of giving people a toe dip into what emotional freedom technique feels like in the body, but when it's done somatically, when it's done in a whole person sense. So we don't just focus on affirmations. Likewise, we don't just focus on saying I deeply and completely love and accept myself when maybe we don't feel that way, right? And so what I do is I use the cards to tune into a message that might be relevant for some of us today. Sometimes I use cards, not always. And then we look at how that message lands with us, how it feels when it comes up. And I'm actually going to just tag, bear with me. Okay. How it feels. Turn that down. Why is mentioning disabled? Oh, God. Socials drive me nuts. Anyway, while you're waiting, do just come in and let me just tag some people here. For some reason, it won't tag people on my phone. Daily Tap is live. Join us now. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a toe dip into how emotional freedom technique feels in the body. So what I'm going to do is, as I relay the message for today to you, I'm going to invite you to tune in to what's happening in your body. What are you noticing? What sensations do you feel? Do you feel pulled towards the message, like it resonates? Do you feel resistant to the message, like you want to push it away? Are you getting some tension, tightness, discomfort, clenching, excitement even? So just notice all of that, but also notice what you're saying to yourself in your head. Notice like anything else that comes up, any names, any colours, smells, textures, temperatures, noises, you know, sounds, anything like that. It's all relevant. It is all relevant. So what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? Show me clearly, please. If you're not into cards, don't worry. We're not summoning the devil. We're using a very, very precise and very effective divination tool to try and get one message that is going to appeal to many people for whatever collective this is right for, live or on the replay. So what do we need to know today, please? Show me clearly. I like a jumper, really, but ooh, beautiful. Now, if you know anything about me at all, or if you've worked with me any length of time, you will know that my cards more often than not, match my outfit. So today we've got the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid. It's a really good deck. Beautiful artwork. And the card that's come out is number 38, Endless Possibilities. So with the dark and the blue of my eyes, it kind of matchy-matchies. So Endless Possibilities. As I read this out, just notice what's going on in your body. Bear with me 1 second. Is it going to let me share to a group? Yeah, let's share it into there. Daily Tap is now live. Come and join us. I'm just trying to get a bit more traction on these posts, that's all, because the algo is a bit of a pain in the derriere. Right, so number 38. So this card talks about unlimited potential, right? There we go. Unlimited potential, moving beyond limiting beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past. It talks about using your awareness to discern what's possible and having the courage to leap beyond that. Now, I love that concept of leaping beyond, because oftentimes we think that the next step that we can take is like literally a little tiny baby step forward, and it isn't. A lot of the time we can take that leap, and I'm not going all quantum leapy, but it doesn't just have to be small steps, right? It says you look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe and endless possibilities, or varying degrees of limitation and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what's truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? And are you willing to act on that knowledge? So it's endless possibilities. As you believe, so will it be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is, in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Just notice how this is feeling, how it's landing in your body as I'm saying it, right? From what you're saying to yourself. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. And when I say divine, you can call it God, universe, source, Gaia, whatever. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago and leaping over what was, and I love this phrase, and toward what will be. It gives me the shivers. You are more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. So when you hear that message, what happens in you? Do you tighten up? Do you get kind of like a yeah, right feeling? Do you hear all the reasons why you can't have what you want? Or do you feel genuinely excited? Maybe you feel excited, but there's another part of you that doesn't know the how, right? Or you're not clear on what it is that you want. You just know that you want different to what you've got. Whatever that is for you, just take a moment to notice it now. Where does it live in your body? Where does what you're thinking about live? Just notice the first sensation that comes to mind. Notice where it is in your body. Is it in or outside? And notice what it feels like. Does it feel tight? Does it feel fizzy? Just notice what it feels like. Notice how intense it is as well. If 10 is the most intense it could be, how intense is this for you? Because what we're going to do now is we're going to tap on it. So even if you're excited about this, you can get more excited, right? But we are going to tap and release, start to release at least, any of the things, the limiting stuff that this talks about, right? The limiting beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past. We're going to start to tap and shift that now. And the shifting doesn't just happen while you're tapping, it continues afterwards. And the more you do it, the more it layers on and the bigger, better shifts you get. All right. So taking 2 fingers and full responsibility. Actually, we'll start on the side of the hand. So just tapping on the side of the hand with 3 or 4 fingers, give it some welly. And we're going to say, even though there are things I want to achieve right here, right now, I honor the part of me that's scared. And even though I might be excited at the thought of these endless possibilities, and I honor the part of me that's stuck on the how. And even though when I think about jumping out of my comfort zone, there's a part of me that retreats. Right here in this moment, I choose to feel safe enough to take 1 step forward. And then we're going to go to the eyebrow. So 2 fingers, and we start here at the start of the eyebrow. Today, I open up to unlimited potential outside of the eye. I change out the lens of my everyday experience under the eye. I get rid of the filter of limiting beliefs. under the nose. And I choose to start releasing the hold of past conditioning. Chin. A part of me believes that there are limitless experiences on the collarbones that I can align my energy to. Under the arm, and that there is more than meets the eye in this life. Top of the head. And the more I can choose to believe with my whole heart. Eyebrow. The more my energy will attract its match in the outer world. Outside of the eye. So today I choose to stand with open underneath the eye, knowing that I'm stepping into beauty and experiences that are transformative. Under the nose. I am walking past on the chin that myself and others have drawn in the past. Under the collarbones. I'm leaping over what was. Under the arm. And towards what will be. Top of the head. Knowing that I am more than I was. And that the treasure is mine to believe in. And then come to a stop. Place a hand on heart. Take a nice deep breath. And release. Okay, so tuning in now to this concept of, when I can get the card, endless possibilities. Notice how you feel in your body now. Now, because I'm the only one I can see on this, I can notice that my eyes have got wider and brighter, and actually I feel a little clearer in the chest. I think my jaw feels a little bit more relaxed, and my shoulders certainly do. So just take a moment now and notice what you feel, and notice is different. This is really important because nobody else can tell you if something works or not. And honestly, one of the things that I hear from most people, I would say 95% of people who tap with me, is they say, I didn't think tapping worked before. I didn't like it. I thought it was rubbish. Or I didn't really understand it until I did it with you. And I wholeheartedly believe that that is the missing piece of the puzzle, is that when you connect it somatically. So I have taught EFT and I've certified people in emotional freedom technique online and in person for 10 years. And a couple of years ago, I trademarked trauma sensitive somatic EFT because actually that is what we do. In fact, it was more than that. It was about 3 years ago now. But I've always taught it in a mind-body way, in a way that connects not just what we're thinking, not just what we're saying to ourselves, not just the beliefs that are hiding behind the wall, but what is coming up in our felt sense in our body, because that is where the trauma, the blocks, the negative past experiences, and the limiting beliefs actually live, in our body, our energy field. And when you do emotional freedom technique that way, it's so powerful. Honestly, I've had a flood of testimonials coming in over the weekend about this work, about how it helps. And actually, we're starting a new cohort today, and it runs for 16 weeks. But there are it goes up most Mondays, but there are quite a lot of bank holidays in the next few months. And I've got a couple of weeks off at the beginning of June because I'm going to Tunisia for a fortnight. However, so we're together for 16 weeks plus case studies and an exam. And there's 2 more spaces left. So if you've been thinking about training in emotional freedom technique, you get 16 weeks plus lifetime access to the training course materials. Many courses who offer this over 3 or 4 days or a weekend or whatever, you don't get the online training. You just get in a room and a manual and you practice together, and then you go, and then you're expected to remember how to do it and all the nuances that comes with that. I train it a bit differently, in the sense that it's my belief that you should have access to all of the training materials for life, so that you can keep upskilling, keep refreshing, keep going back. right? So whatever you learn with me in that 16 weeks, you get to keep that for life, right? And at the moment it's 997, or there's a 12-month payment plan of £97 a month. So if you've been wanting to train, if time or if money has been a bit of an issue, maybe you haven't been able to take a full weekend out, it's 2 hours on a Monday, 1 till 3 UK time. And if that resonates with you, put EFT in the comments and I would happily send you the details. But for now, my loves, I'm going to go. I will leave you to your day. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. And if this helped you today, this daily tap, please do help me to hit my goal of getting tapping to 1 million people in my lifetime by getting this to one other person today that you think it might help. And together we can get energy work into the hands and homes of 1 million people, because that's where things start to really change and people get to start to feel better naturally, no matter what's going on around them. All right. So you have a great day and I will see you again tomorrow.